What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new Euro 2020 fantasy football video. And in this video I'll be talking about predicted lineups for match day 5. Now I'll be going through all 8 teams and I'll be leaving each team on the screen for 20 or 30 seconds or so, and I'll be talking about each team. So up first is Belgium. Now the main doubts here, of course, are Hazard and De Bruyne. They both went off injured against Portugal, and as of today they were still training indoors by themselves. So they are a huge doubt, and if they are missing, Mertens and Carrasco are expected to take their places. Let's move on to Czech Republic, and here's the Czech Republic predicted lineup. So the 3 players brought into the start next eye against Netherlands impressed so much that it is hard to imagine that the coach will return them to the bench, but there could be a great dilemma about the left back slot between Kaderebek and Borrell. So that is the Czech Republic predicted lineup, guys. Let's move on to Denmark. So as you see, I've included Poulsen back into the squad after Dahlberg impressed. So Denmark are on a roll, and they are on the flying of wings of marvellous national support and their own great performances, but they are facing a big challenge. The Czechs must not be underestimated, but there is no fear that coach Ludgman and his team will do that. So that's my predicted Denmark lineup, guys. Now let's move on to the England predicted lineup. And as you can see, guys, I've kept the exact same starting 11 as England put out against Germany. Now I thought England played very well in the 3-4-3 formation, and I think Southgate will stick to this after them performing so well. I think Sterling keeps his place, even though after Grealish coming on and playing very well, but Sterling is in great form. And I just think England will keep the same starting 11. Now let's move on to the Italy lineup, guys. And Chiellini should be fit to play after missing 2 games with a toe injury. And Mancini is expected to welcome the captain back in anticipation of a physical duel with Belgium striker Lukaku. Pessina and Chiesa are pushing for a place in the starting 11 after scoring as substitutes against Austria, with Chiesa having a great chance to start in attack ahead of Berardi. And as you can see, I've included Chiesa in the starting 11, and I think he will start ahead of Berardi. Now moving on to the Spanish lineup, guys. And Luis Enrique is not so unhugely disposed either of allowing the media to predict his selections, nor to repeat a winning side simply because of the last result. I reckon Jordi Alba was only rested and probably returns. There's a clear case that Gerard Moreno and Olmo have opportunities to come in, but the left foot combination which started Eric Garcia and Laporte should repeat at centre back. Minimum changes for the big test, I reckon. So I just think one change here, and that is Alba coming in left back for Gaia, who is also he also picked up an injury, so that is a likely substitute. Moving on to Switzerland, and the manager will keep as close as he can to the starting 11 that saw off Turkey and France, but he will be without the suspended Xhaka, of course. Now Mbambu is another great option on the right, and while Goranovic has impressed, he may be reserved as an impact sub. So what I've included here, guys, is Zakaria to come in for the suspended Xhaka. And last up, guys, is Ukraine. Of course, Ukraine beat Sweden, and Shevchenko switched to a hybrid 3-5-2/5-3-2 formation against Sweden, and his plan worked pretty well. So expect Ukraine to set up in a similar way against England, with a 3-man defence. Further changes to the starting 11 against Sweden may be forced by injuries or exhaustion following Tuesday's exhausting 120 minutes in Glasgow. So there you go, guys. This is my predicted starting 11 for each team in match day 5. If you have any recommendations to the predicted lineups, leave a comment below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll be back with lots of more Euro 2020 fantasy football content. Have a great day.